Hello, guys. Quick question. Where did this our modern Igbo women get this idea that the Igbo tradition is against women? And what are these constant fights or constant struggle? You go to TikTok, you go to live, you see our Igbo women come to a platform, keep disparaging the entire Igbo tradition. I don't understand what these women, what they want to achieve. So in your mind, you think you can undermine the tradition of our people just because you feel that you have found yourself out of Nigeria, out of Igbo land, you have made little change or little dollar or pounds or euro. You think you can jump in any platform, you come to disparage the tradition of our ancestors. So you think that the tradition of the white man have no problem? Because I watched one video where a woman was saying that the Igbo tradition is against women, and she was like, and I'm glad that somebody was able to school her in that platform. In Nigeria, the most educated women are Igbo people. The Aba women riot of 1929, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Igbo women that first rose against the colonial masters. The Aba women riot of 1929 was the Umuada, the women group, stood against the colonial masters. The Umuada, the Igbo women, have a special place in Igbo tradition. This is one of the most highest decision-making body, the Umuada. One will say that, because in sharing of property, Igbos do not give women property. Who told you that? The only property Igbo people don't give to women are our communal land. It is called Umunna land. It is Umunna that owns the land. It's a collective land, and you are not allowed to share from it. No matter what you guys fight, you cannot get a share from Umunna land. Because Umunna is owned by all the men. It's a collective land for them. But if your father have his own personal property that is not of Umunna land, he can share it according to all his children, including the male and the female. Why do you people want to have a share of a land you do not own? No be juju be that. Eh? You want to get a share of Umunna land, why you no be Umunna? In some communities, Umada have Umada land. A woman only got the share of Umunna when he get a share from his husband, or from her husband, sorry. If you are not married, you gonna have a share of Umunna land, unless you have a brother or who is an Umunna who will get his share and give it to you. That is how it is. That is our culture. That is the way our way of doing things. So, and this attempt of women trying to say, Igbo people do not give women property, it is not true. This idea of trying to use the share of property of Umunna land to characterize that Igbo people do not respect women. Yet, we send our women to school. We send our daughters to school. We send our sisters to school. Spend a lot of money. Most of us sacrifice our personal goals and development to make sure that our sisters become successful. Yet, when they have little opportunity, they develop an amnesia and come to social media, begin to disparage the entire ethnic group. That you find yourself in Europe, you think a white man culture is the best? Look at how Europe it is. The men, they are now begging the men to even be in a marriage. Men don't want to get married anymore. You guys want to bring that same thing here in Africa? American men don't want to get married. They rather make you baby mama. That is the culture you guys want to bring here. Because from the way it's going, men, you guys are making the men to lose interest in starting a family. Because you guys have made you think that it is a gender war. Women get property from their fathers. The only property you can get from your father is your father's personal property. And some people will be like, why is it that even in your father's house, if your father built a house, you are not allowed to have a share in the house your father built? See, look at where it is tricky. And that is where in most tradition, some elders in the community use it as an escape route. Because in Igbo land, when you are of age to build a house, you don't buy land. You go to your umunna and tell them, I want to build a house. I want to start a family. The umunna will say, okay, we are giving you a portion of land. You see, that land umunna give you, you didn't buy it. It is umunna land. So in most cases, people use that logic that since that house was built in umunna land, your father did not buy it. And since the women are not partakers in umunna property, therefore they are not allowed to have a share of that property. But if your father used his money to buy a piece of land, build a house, a woman is entitled to have a share of that property. If your family, if your brothers deprive you of that, report to them. They will judge it. It is simple. Even report to Umada, the Umada will judge that. So this idea of you coming out to use a property to disparage the entire Igbo community because I know where you guys are going, because you guys want to think that you are fighting the patriarchal system. The patriarchal system has made the man the head of the family. The religious system make the man the head of the family. Even the legal system you guys want us to do court marriage make the man the head of the family. So deal with it. Anyway, guys, do wait to follow my page and share my video.